Good morning, all my immortal alcoholic followers. This is Linda, and I know this is not Sunday. I've been missing the Sunday chats, but I don't know what to tell you. I guess I'm just somebody who can't be structured, can't be held down to a schedule. But I at least am here videoing, and I want to talk to you today about something that somebody said to me about acting my age because I don't, and I'm probably never going to. Um, I am read this interesting little thing on Facebook, and I want to read it to you. It's called "I Am a Seenager," which means a senior teenager. And I have everything that I wanted as a teenager. I just have it 60 years later. I don't have to go to school or work. I get an allowance every month. I have my own place to live. I don't have a curfew. I have a driver's license and a car. And I have ID that will allow me to buy alcohol wherever I want. Um, I hang around with people who don't have to worry about getting pregnant. And most of the men I meet are fairly well settled in their lives. So I really, I don't have acne. I'm fine. I am really fine. So I really liked what that person said about being a teenager, and I consider myself to be one. I am the person who will um, jump into the lake and go skinny dipping. I am the person who will say things without thinking. The mouth goes in gear and the head is somewhere else. And I say what I think when I think it, and I play. I play a lot. I can't. I just can't stop that. That's just a part of my nature. When I was a little girl, I grew up in a house full of males, and my mom and I were the only females. As my defense mechanism, I created an imaginary friend. A lot of kids do this. Now, I didn't have my parents set a place at the table for this friend. Nobody knew I had this friend, but I did have one, and her name was Suzanne. Actually, Susanna, because I just thought that was the coolest name ever, and I didn't understand why my parents didn't name me Susanna. But Susanna stayed with me for, a few years. But I would take her out and play when there was nobody else around. I would be outside, I would be in my room, but she was never known by anybody else in my family. The other night I told somebody that I had a friend over that evening, and her name was Susanna, and she was my imaginary friend. Well, this person who is not even as old as I am didn't quite get it. He thought that maybe I was just being a little bit too playful, but maybe it was the fact that I had said a few things in there that may have been off color. But anyway, I apologize to my friend, but I don't apologize for my actions. I am who I am, and that's the way I am. And if you don't like me the way I am, you don't have to come here. You don't have to read my blog. You don't have to, follow anything I say. But this is who I am. Now, my kids would like to see me retire. And I mean retire, retire. They are thinking that maybe what I need is to watch all the TV programs I want, or knit some more blankets, or do a lot more cooking, or whatever. But I have to tell you that if I was to do that, I'd probably be dead in a year from boredom, because that's just not what I would be comfortable doing. I am going to continue the blog. I am going to continue to try to do the book tour, and do the presentations and do all the things that I do to promote the survival of people who are involved with alcoholics. I may taper off. The book tour may be, one of the big things that will start me to calm down a bit, but it is going to happen. I'm not sure how. It's probably not going to start till July 1st, but I have to gather the funds for that. Um, and speaking of gathering funds, I am looking for a job. Anyone who knows somebody who needs a writer who can write about um, being involved in alcoholism or in surviving the alcoholic chaos, I would love to hear from you. My email address is immortalalcoholic@gmail.com. I would prefer a telecommute job, but I'm not opposed to relocating. I'm at that stage in my life where this house I'm in is going on the market and I will be free to go wherever I want. And while I'd like to stay on the eastern side of the Mississippi, I'm not opposed to going anywhere that pays well and allows me to use what I know that I can do. Um, I may be starting a Kickstarter campaign in order to fund the book tour, but that's totally separate from getting a job. I still need the job. Let's see. Um, there's really not much else that I have to talk about. I want to let you know that I appreciate your support and your following. I know that things have been a little bit off kilter, but like I said, I am who I am. I'm not structured, and you can find me, and I will be here. Oh, I do want to tell you, it has been suggested that I begin doing coaching again. I have done that in the past, and I had a lot of response, more response than I could keep up with because Riley was still with us and I was still taking care of him. Well, Riley's gone now, and I do have the time, and I am open to anyone who needs or feels that I can help them survive in all of this. Then I am open to coaching. I don't charge very much. People pay me through PayPal. I'm not a licensed therapist or a doctor or an attorney or anything else. I can only give you the benefit of my experience from my own life and from helping people with their lives. So if you would like to have me involved, send me an email and we'll set up a time and some kind of regimen so that you will have weekly phone calls from me, and we can either Skype or use the telephone, whichever way works for you, and we will set up our coaching sessions. I am not a certified peer support person. I am an individual who has been there. I will not promote any particular um, rehab center or uh, organization. I will only help you do what you feel you need help with. Um, so I'm not exactly sure how much the coaching sessions are going to cost. I believe they're going to be very, very reasonable. And if you cannot afford to pay the fee, um, let me know and we may be able to work out some kind of a bartering situation. So, this crazy old woman who doesn't feel so old is going to sign off now and tell you that I hope you keep coming to the blog. I hope you keep reading what I write. And um, I'm hoping that I will see you after July when I go on the book tour. Please send me your comments. Please post on the blog, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.